today. We're wasting. Hey, you guys. How are you? All right, you guys, I really want to continue to talk about the nourishment. If you did the daily alignment today and it's posted, obviously, then you know that we're focusing on nourishment and really identifying where we need to nourish ourselves, and we've been failing to do so. So I'd like to do some energy work with you guys today, some visualizations for us to like explore that concept deeper, right? And we will keep doing this. I know there's 4 Patreons. I know it's a little confusing. I've been thinking about putting them all in one and making it work. We'll see if we do that in December. But across all 4, it's really going to be a coordinated discussion about nourishment, right? And I really do want you guys to think about, actually, let's just go look. Close your eyes, please. Hey, my Gabby. You are in a dark place. There's nothing in front. There's nothing behind. There's nothing above. There's nothing below. You are floating in nothingness. Please be there. Okay. I want you to see a door, and behind that door is going to be the version of you most in need of nourishment. Okay. This can be you at any age in the past. We're not forward facing here. Go ahead and open the door and see yourself. I'm surprised by what I see for myself, quite honestly. I want you to sit with that version of you. What nourishment that they need that they did not get, right? Was it attention? Was it love? Was it validation? Was it just quality time spent? How were they neglected in that way? Because if you're not being fed, you guys, then you're being starved, right? So what was starving in that version of you? And further, what can you feed them today that will make them feel better? What do they need? What do they need to eat? Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Hannah. All right, you guys, come back. Now, I'm going to be really honest. I was very surprised to see my 17-year-old self because of in my childhood, my 17-year-old self is the one who I thought was like the most free. But I understand that I was not feeding myself well at all. I understand that now. But I was surprised to see that age. This morning, you guys, I was talking to my spleen out of nowhere. And not only, and I want to do this work with you guys today, not only was I talking to my spleen, I was like taking my spleen on stage to see all my other body and like thanking my spleen for its hard work. But I felt a difference, right? It didn't dawn on me that like my spleen needed to be nourished. I paid no attention. I want you to think about all the parts of you, not just physical, but physical, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, that you don't pay any attention to on a daily basis, that you completely take for granted, that you completely ignore. And the truth is, you guys, we are in a relationship with all parts of ourselves. How can you be in a healthy relationship with yourself if you are ignoring all of yourself? And I'm not telling you to make a list of every cell in your body and to give it attention every day. But I am telling you that we need to be much more aware of ourselves than we are. Right. And that self-awareness isn't just, again, our pathology. That self-awareness isn't just about holding ourselves accountable or being hard on ourselves or disciplining ourselves or looking at how we failed. That also means like loving yourself well. That means that too. Really making sure to address all of you. I am getting a weird push of energy here. That happened to me in the last live. It's very strange. It's this weird push coming through the field. And I don't understand if it's fracturing or if it's uniting. It's such a weird sensation whenever it comes. And it knocks me out of my thought. It's weird. I don't know if you guys are feeling this in the field. You know what Spirit's saying right now? That the field is starting to stabilize. I feel that. And maybe things are starting to settle in a little bit of wonky ways.
Like the house settling.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Something's happening. It feels so strange. And interestingly enough, it's Spirit. Spirit's been talking so plainly, you guys. It's Spirit who was like, you need to focus on nourishment because the field needs more nourishment. The field needs it, you guys. We aren't creating enough. We aren't. We're not creating enough within ourselves. We're not creating enough in the world. We're not creating enough. We're consuming more than we're creating. We're tearing ourselves apart. We're picking ourselves apart. We're focused on stupid notions like ego death, and it's fracturing the field. And see, that wave is hitting again. Something weird is going on, you guys. We woke up in the middle of the night really hot, and Spirit was talking about temperature regulation, not temperature dysregulation, temperature regulation, which is a thing. It's a thing, right?
Dysthermal.
Oh, dysthermal. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
dysthermal
Dysthermal, not
regulation.
dystemperature. Yeah. Dysthermal regulation, right? That's what was going on. And sure enough, it was. When I tell you Spirit is guiding us really well. I think part of the reason why Spirit is pushing this idea of nourishment and this reframe and refocus on like really feeding the world as you interact with it, because this isn't just about us, you guys, as individuals, right? This is about feeding the field. This is about how we feed one another. This is about feeding. You've been hot too? Oh, we got to talk about this. This is about feeding ourselves. This is about feeding everything, right? It really does reframe focus, doesn't it? Because if you look at what the matrix and the programming, all the teaching, we needed to be consumers, consume. Yesterday, someone on Threads was saying, why do we reach for food for comfort so much? I'm like, because we've been taught to consume as a default for comfort instead of creating, instead of expressing, and that has turned something on its head. But when we refocus on a couple of things, nourishment is coming up big in the field, creation is coming up big in the field, right? Coherence is obviously coming up in the field. When we focus on these things, we do focus, we align with life in a way that we haven't been aligned, you guys. We live in a society that really hyper focuses and celebrates death without understanding that it hyper focuses and celebrates death. I saw a costume that had me, it was Julia Fox's costume. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. And to frame it as empowerment for women, no, it wasn't. You are a talentless whatever hack who likes to like be provocative for attention, right? And it's the celebration of death. And I know it's Halloween, but my God, you guys, like we celebrate death a little bit too much, and then we wonder why we're seeing things the way that we do. Right? We celebrate death and destruction. And I don't mean us, because obviously that's not what we're about. I mean the society that we live in, right? And because of that, our focus is always on the nastier things. We need to refocus. We need to stop looking at studying death. We need to stop looking at and studying destruction. We need to start building something, you guys. We need to start creating more. We need to start nourishing ourselves and one another, because everyone is starved right now, you guys. Everyone is starved. Everyone is starved. I wish I was being hyperbolic, but I don't care. Even the most well-adjusted person that I might encounter is still starved. There's something that's going on. We need connection, right? That connection that we need happens internally first. We're not connecting with each other because we're not meaningfully connecting with ourselves. I saw something that talked about community, and I made a video about it. And I want to be honest with you guys. Community is a very hard thing. So many people want it, but why aren't we able to build healthy community? Why is that an issue? Why isn't that happening? Because everyone's coming into community starved, looking at one another to be fed. If I'm starving, I have nothing to feed you. Right? And if I'm looking to be fed from you and you're looking to be fed from me, and neither one of us have anything to feed, we're both just going to end up frustrated. And so what happens is when you have a healthy community, when you have someone like a leader, like even the Weirdo Collective, who can hold more space, the emotional labor that one person has to do becomes so exhaustive that they don't want to do it anymore. And I'm going to be honest, it's kind of been where I'm at, you guys. I'm exhausted. I'm emotionally I'm spiritually just really drained. And I realized that there's a lot of people who are feeders, not because they're bad people, you guys. They're not bad people. They're feeders because they don't know how to feed themselves. So they seek to feed on everything else. See, that's the other problem with us not knowing how to nourish ourselves and how to help each other, right? Because we don't nourish ourselves, the field is empty. And then we keep going back to the field trying to extract more. But there's nothing to extract from the field anymore, you guys. If you haven't noticed, there's nothing. Most people are at their absolute wit's end. Most people are at their absolute wits end. You add into that the economic instability that people are feeling right now, and most people just don't have anything to give. So then we have to learn to feed ourselves. Hey, my Sharisi, we have to learn to feed ourselves, you guys. We have to learn. So I want us to do some of this today. Go ahead and close your eyes. And this is going to be wonky work, you guys. Bear with me. If you're not used to my work, this is going to be intimate work that you're doing with yourself. If you're uncomfortable with it, just don't do it. But if you are uncomfortable with it, I want to ask you to ask your, like, really sit with yourself. Why? Why is it uncomfortable to be intimate with yourself in the way that I'm going to encourage you to be? Not sexual, intimate. Close your eyes. You are in a dark place. There is nothing in front. There is nothing behind. There is nothing above. There is nothing below. You are floating in nothingness. Be there. I want you to see that rocking chair behind you and go ahead and sit in it. Let yourself rock gently. Let yourself rock gently. Let yourself relax. Let yourself feel it. And now feel your arms grow heavy and feel that baby in your arms. That's you, swaddled, beautiful, new. I want you to go ahead, male or female, and put that baby at your breast and feed that baby pure love. I want you to cuddle that baby, look right in its eyes, tell it how much you love it, sing a song for it, hum, feed that baby. Feed that baby. I want you to see golden light coming from your breast, again, male or female, right into that baby's mouth. I want you to see that golden light enter that baby and nourish it. See it spread everywhere in that baby and feed it well. Rock with yourself. Hold yourself. Sing to yourself. Feed yourself. And when you're done feeding that baby, I want you to put them on your chest and burp them as you hold them. Just nice, soft pats, really being attentive with yourself, really caring for yourself, really treating yourself well. Be very gentle with yourself. You're just a delicate baby. Now I want you to pick them up or stand up, excuse me. And I want you to see a door. And when you walk in, it is the nursery that that baby needs. Go ahead and see that nursery. See how beautiful a space you created. If your space isn't as beautiful as you want it to be, change it. Some of you, I see your rooms. It's the most basic room. Give yourself a palace within yourself to exist. Make the room so big, so beautiful. Everything that you can imagine that a baby might want, need for nourishment, for creativity, for the best chance to grow, for play, for everything. Put it in the room, you guys. Give yourself what you need. You have the ability to do this. Let's do it. And now take yourself to the changing table. And I want you to change your own diaper and change your clothes. Clean yourself up. Brush your hair, lotion your body. Take care of that baby. Is your baby happy? Is your baby calm? Is your baby fighting you, crying, or fussy? Is your baby joyful? Now it's time for some belly time. Yeah? Go ahead and put the baby on the floor. You get down there too. You have all the toys you might want. You have all the things to play with. Let that baby play. Play. Give yourself so much attention, right? And affirm yourself. Tell yourself you're doing a good job. Show yourself how to do it. Guide yourself. Yeah? Hmm. And now I want you to pick that baby up and put that baby down for a nap. Put on music for the baby or whatever you want, and go ahead and walk out that door. When you walk out that door, you're going to see you as a 5-year-old sitting at the dining room table. See yourself there. 5 years old. Prepare a meal for yourself. Make breakfast. You're waiting for yourself. Will you do it with each other, or are you just going to make it for them? Are you in a good mood? Are you happy? Are you meeting them with that? How are they? What do they want to eat? What's their favorite food? Do you remember? Remember yourself at 5. What was your favorite food? Remember yourself. Remember yourself. There, some of you guys are cooking together. I like that. Make breakfast together. Some of you just turn on music. I like that too. Yeah, have a good time with yourself. Give yourself all the attention that you need it. Give yourself all the attention that you need it. Go spend time with yourself. Now sit down and eat together. All of this is a little fast forwarded. What are you guys talking about? Are you laughing? Are you sitting silently by yourself? Ask yourself what you want to do today. What do you want to do for fun? What's one thing that that 5-year-old wants to do today for fun? Something that might nourish them. Maybe it's just reading a book, right? Maybe it's going to get some ice cream, even though it's cold outside. Maybe it's going shopping to find an outfit that makes them feel pretty. Maybe they want to draw, color in a book. What do they want to do? What would be a good day for them? Just one thing that you can do with them. When you have that, open your eyes. I want you guys to do that one thing with them today. Yeah? Go do that thing. And look, you guys, some of you guys will say you don't have time. You have to make time for your relationship with yourself. You have to make time for yourself. You have to make time to feed yourself. It doesn't work to keep feeding everyone else and running around crazy and then you being starved at the end of the night. It does no one a good thing, especially if you're the primary feeder for your community, your family, whatever it is. You must make sure that you are well fed if you are responsible for feeding many. Yes? You cannot feed others if you're starving. So you got to make time. And look, all I'm asking you guys is they want to go outside and play, girl. Go. I'm asking you to take 30 minutes, right? Take 30 minutes for yourself. You don't have to take a lot of time, you guys. Take a little bit of time for yourself and go love yourself well. Go play with yourself. Go nourish yourself. And we're going to work on this every day. We're going to work on this every day. And we're not going to stop working on it, you guys, because nourishment is important, because we have to learn how to do this, you guys. We have to change the field. We have to. All right. So this is the work that we're doing. All right. Let me see what you guys said. Nourishing is the most important this month. Yeah. It's a focus. Yeah. It's so drastically the focus for me right now, you guys. Like, and I want every action, every word I speak to be grounded in that nourishment. I want to feed the field that. I want to feed my community that. I want to feed our covenant that. Like, that's so important to me. We need so much more of that, and I understand why Spirit had me create Nourish. And I'm excited to launch it as a brand. I really am, because I just think it's part of a movement that's coming. And yesterday I was talking, to Spirit about some things, and I was realizing the movie, The Field of Dreams, you guys, was always like this in childhood. It was such an important movie to me. It was so important, and I couldn't tell you why. Now I understand as a psychic, it was glowing to me because it was important. But you guys, if you build it, it will come. You got to prepare your field, you guys, truly. There's a movie, one of those Christian movies I used to watch. I don't know, Flywheel or something. Me and my ex-husband used to watch this all the time. But there was something about the Giants. Remember the Giants or something? But it's about a Christian football coach, right? And he needs his team to win. And he's not seeing success. He's about to, No, it's not Remember the Titans now. No, is it? It's a Christian movie? Oh, maybe. Okay. And so he goes, or he's having this hard time. He thinks he's going to get fired. Everything's falling apart. And he goes He's in the hallway and the janitor sees him. And I watched this movie a long time ago. And the janitor basically tells him a little story. There are two farmers, both prayed for rain. Both prayed for rain over and over and over. Please, God, let there be rain. I need rain for my crops. One farmer prepared his field to receive the rain. The others did not. We must prepare our field, right? We don't have to see the fruits manifest right away, you guys. That's a problem that we're having. We don't see real benefit in feeding ourselves because it's not an instantaneous result, right? Why am I not changing as fast as I want to change? Why is my life not responding to it as fast as I wanted to? We don't see a lot of value in making a consistent investment in our own well-being. It is remember the giants. Okay. Yeah. Sharice, you knew? We were all watching them daggone movies back in the day. Are we all reformed Christians or something? But really, you guys, are you doing the work to prepare your internal field? You're praying for something. You're begging for something. You're asking for something. You're imagining a better life. You're visualizing it, all of that. But are you preparing your field to receive it? Are you doing the shadow work? I think it's odd this morning that everyone that came on was about shadow work. I think that spirit, oh, this is how we get to that nourishment, right? This is how we get to that nourishment, right? Through that shadow work. Because the shadow work, you guys, is going to show you where you will not allow yourself to be fed. That's what we're doing, right? So when I talked in live this morning about me and Saya's marriage and how, I have to address some things within myself, I won't let myself be fed in this way because I'm not sure it's safe to trust that stable love is here to stay. So I'm resisting receiving the love the way that it's being given. I'm twisting and contorting it to justify me dismissing it because I don't feel safe enough to receive it, right? Those places need to be nourished the most. They're starved the most. The place where you can't receive. That's where you need to force feed yourself a little bit, right? I want you guys to really see that. Where aren't you able to receive the blessings that you want? Is shit you're asking for and you're struggling to receive it because you haven't prepared your field. Your soil isn't ready to absorb that water, to pull in that water. You haven't prepared your field. You got to do that work. And I'm thinking about my field right now. Spirit's literally having me look at my front yard. I'm standing in front of it right now while I'm here with you guys. And I have such compacted clay soil. And they're making the point, right? That soil will not receive water well. And it doesn't, right? It doesn't. It doesn't receive it deeper. It holds it right at the top like that. It won't let it go down. It's a problem. Everything gets so waterlogged, right? The water runs off, right, into the neighboring stream that I have because it will not be absorbed. And I'm struggling with my plants meaningfully, right? My field has not been tilled the way that it needs to be. I haven't done the work to prepare that field to receive the rain right. I haven't done what I need to amend the soil so that I can grow what I want it to grow well. I haven't done that work yet, right? A lot of people haven't done that internal work. A lot of people haven't done that internal work. And then they're so upset that things aren't manifesting the way they want it to manifest. But you guys, you aren't this passive actor in your own life. You are the God governing your life, whether you want to believe that or not. So you can't just say, I want this, and then just do this. When there's something for you, some action for you to take, you need to take the action, right? I remember when I first started doing this, I had two clients who lived with each other, two sweet girls. They were Dominican, right? And so they were like Dominican, and they moved to America on their own. They didn't have a support system. And so they were floundering. And so I would send them money every week, right? My clients. Well, I was taking clients for free, but I was sending them money every week to make sure that they were okay. And one day I was like, well, are you guys looking for work? And they were like, no, we don't want to work. And I was like, huh? You're like crying to me about how much money you needed and how hard things are. What do you mean you don't want to work? You need to work. Oh, well, we're manifesting it. Huh? How the fuck are you you sitting on your bed all day? Get up, and go work and manifest money by actually working. Instead, you're trying to manifest through somebody else, right? Nat will give it to me. Nat will feed me, right? And that's what so many of us are doing. And I realize a lot of people think manifestation is this really passive thing where you ask for what you want, you think about it, and then you just kind of chill and wait for it to come. But why do you think that? You are meant to be an active participant in your creation. You're trying to create a different life without any effort. You don't want to do any work to create that life. You just want it to happen. Right. And I'm not saying that we should have to labor, but I'm saying that like we are co-creators with everything around us. We have to be an active participant in this too. And where we can do something for ourselves, we need to start doing it for ourselves, you guys. I love when people tell me they don't want to work. Who the fuck wants to work nowadays? Who wants to do that? Like, who wants to do it? I don't. I would rather be in my bed right now. I don't feel good. My daughter has a fever. I would rather be in bed. Nobody wants to. I would rather spend my days painting and sipping wine and being out in my garden. But for me to have the life that I want, there's effort that I need to put into creating that. That's true in every aspect, you guys. In every aspect. People are a little bit too lazy with themselves and then overly demanding of the world around them. And it's created an imbalance and an imbalance in a power dynamic that I don't think people understand. Because if you don't know how to feed yourself, you will always be dependent on others to feed you. You're not empowered in your life. You're disempowered. You don't know where to start, baby? I understand that. I'm going to recommend going on. Let me look at the playlist, you guys, because I keep directing people here, and I don't even look at my own YouTube like that to see. Okay, so let's look at my playlist. Okay, playlist. Yeah. Enter. Nope, that's not that. That's not that. Journey within guided visualizations. Yes. There's 4 videos there. It looks like meeting yourself is the first one that I'm going to recommend, right? So meeting yourself, it's 6 minutes. That's a really good one. And but the other, I need to do more because I could do so much more energy work. I don't know why there's only 4 videos here. I need to do more. But I would do that one right now. All right. If you're like trying to learn how to meet yourself, because you guys, if you're really repressed, going from like not feeding yourself at all, not even being aware of what you want to eat, and then trying to do like my course is too much. Oh, my own video started. It's too much for most people. It is, and I don't never want to cause mental imbalance in the context of healing. Like, I don't want to harm you for healing. I want you guys to be easy with yourself. Okay. Like, hold yourself accountable. Something weird's going on. I feel light as hell all of a sudden, like weightless. What is this, you guys? Today feels important. What's today? Today is a 9 in spiral time, right? November 9, 3. This is a 3-day? No, it's a 3-day. Why is that significant here? Something feels very interesting about today. Is something happening astrological that you guys know about? Something's going on.
939.
Something's going on and I feel it. I don't know. I felt very weightless all of a sudden. It's time for us to end anyways, you guys. I do have spiritual protection class starting today. It's $10 through the Spirit School. If you guys want, and it's $10 for all 3. And it might be 4. I'm leaving the last week as a flex. So we might need it for, depending on how quickly we get through everything and discussion and how many people sign up, and we might not. All right. So that's going to be tonight at 7:00. If you have not taken spiritual protection or spiritual hygiene, you guys, and you're in Spirit School, you want to do it. All right. You want to do it. If you can't come, the recording will be made available too, obviously. All right, you guys, we're going to keep talking about nourishment every day. We're going to keep laser focused. We're going to make sure that that is what our focus is on. And you know what's amazing about that? By focusing on nourishment, we focus on being nourished. Right? We will be more nourished because that becomes a focus. So I want you guys to think about, while you're consuming content today, how is it nourishing you? Because things are either feeding you or they're depleting you. Okay? They're either feeding you or they're feeding on you. So make sure that you're consuming content, TV, conversations, interactions that are nourishing, right? As opposed to draining. All right? I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day.